What happens when your systematic attempt to secure a functional, power-anchored sanctuary traps you inside a high-stakes consent sabotage matrix under the tight surveillance of an aggressive dominance hegemony, and your only hope of survival is to maintain a strict, hyper-vigilant personal defense strategy before an encroaching shadow threat permanently dismantles your biological boundaries? In this breathlessly paced, high-stakes erotic noir and psychological thriller masterpiece of absolute structural irony, territorial paranoia, and heavy administrative friction, the traditional boundaries of standard kink fiction shatter under an avalanche of pure surrender investment calculations and hyper-vigilant boundary defense mechanics. The narrative follows a fiercely independent, highly analytical protagonist whose structured play reality hits a sudden logistical wall as her hard-won tranquility is systematically targeted by external hostile actors. Driven by a raw survival instinct to safeguard her autonomy, secure high-friction asset protection, and avoid total submission to predatory administrative framing from an unseen web of elite scene lords and ruthless discipline predators, she constructs a desperate, hyper-vigilant plan of strategic defense. The true brilliance of this fast-paced investigative survival playbook summary lies in Noir's exceptional mastery of mass-scale situational claustrophobia, localized room coordination grids, and agonizing forced proximity physical friction. As the primary targets navigate their high-pressure compromise behind closed dungeon doors and heavily secured lifestyle borders, her standard defensive armor completely melts into an elite, terrifying game of pure physical and mental survival against competitors tracking her every breakthrough in discipline resistance. Every clandestine encounter, secure perimeter scanner sweep of the sensory boundary, and localized territory boundary transaction inside the BDSM Bedtime Stories theater becomes a minefield of potential exposure, exposing deep institutional exploitation, historic generational scene debts, and a toxic inner circle of hidden administrative entities protecting their own dark, lucrative agendas. Trapped in close quarters with an incoming alpha grad who actively monitors her threshold submission to shield his own private target control from a tightening trap, the protectors unhinged own the scene and eliminate the threat protective instincts flare back to life, forcing a final high-pressure alliance where a single mismanaged play allocation or broken tactical trust means the absolute execution of their final defenses. For hard-boiled relationship procedurals, dark institutional collapse mechanics, and fiercely resilient lifestyle enthusiasts who live for complex, multi-layered plots handled with narrative precision, this volume delivers an unput-downable listening experience where all ordinary safety nets vanish completely.